From the Gospel according to Luke, chapter 12, verses 39 to 48. Jesus said to his disciples, "Be sure of this. If the master of the house had known the hour when the thief was coming, he would not have let his house be broken into. You also must be prepared. For at an hour you do not expect, the Son of Man will come." Then Peter said, "Lord, is this parable meant for us or for everyone?" And the Lord replied, "Whom then is the faithful and prudent steward, whom the master will put in charge of his servants to distribute the food allowance at the proper time? Blessed is that servant whom his master on arrival finds doing so. Truly I say to you, he will put him in charge of all his property. But if that servant says to himself, 'My master is delayed in coming,' and begins to beat the men servants and the maid servants to eat and drink and get drunk, then that servant's master will come on an unexpected day and at an unknown hour and will punish the servant severely and assign him a place with the unfaithful. That servant who knew his master's will but did not make preparations nor act in accord with his will shall be beaten severely. And the servant who was ignorant of his master's will but acted in a way deserving of a severe beating shall be beaten only lightly. Much will be required of the person entrusted with much, and still more will be demanded of the person entrusted with more." Vigilance is being alert, being vigilant in life. Blessed are those servants whom the master finds awake when he comes. It is the beatitude of faithfully awaiting the Lord, of being ready with an attitude of service. He presents himself each day, knocks at the door of our heart. Those who open it will be blessed, because they will have a great reward. Indeed, the Lord will make himself a servant to his servants. It is a beautiful reward. In the great banquet of his kingdom, he himself will serve them. With this parable, Jesus proposes life as a vigil of diligent expectation, which heralds the bright day of eternity. To be able to enter, one must be ready, awake, and committed to serving others. From the comforting perspective that, beyond, it will no longer be we who serve God, but He Himself who will welcome us to His table. Think about it, it already happens today, each time we meet the Lord in prayer or in serving the poor, and above all in the Eucharist, where He prepares a banquet to nourish us of His word and of His body.